let's begin and enjoy Keiko. So please, Johnny, take it over.
Yes. Okay. So before start, I wanna tell you whatever if you take Bokto, Boken, stick, whatever Shin has a show, except the toilet cleaner. You have to imagine whatever you take. This is Bokto in the case. So you don't have to worry about the blade, the position of your hand. But when I want to ask you, feel the blade, feel where is the blade. So if you're taking the blade in this direction, this, you have any way to feel. But anyway, today we will use the Bokto, the Boken in the case. We have an imaginary case, okay? So that's one important thing. So people, I don't feel to take Bokto like this. Don't worry, there is a case. Like a real sword has a case, we have to think about imaginary case. So before starting. And the other point, the first part will be kind of mostly standing. So if you feel too tired, you can do exercise, or since the beginning, you can do your exercise on the chair. So it's the same effect. Actually, has a better effect on your koshi sometime, sitting. So feel free to use the chair when you feel it's too much standing or could be too heavy. And take your time to do the exercise, okay? So I'm going to start, and we can start with the mokuso, and we are holding our Bokto, Boken, or stick on the right hand. So here, mokuso. Mokuso yame. Hey. Okay. Take your Bokto from here, you put in the center, you relax a little bit in this position. And then you drop. And you take horizontally Bokto. So from here, we start to lift our heel, listening our toes. We lift up, we're going up, pushing on the fifth toes, fourth toes, third toes, second toes, and the big toes. So just feel your toes when you push. So you do this, you feel. So ich, ni, san, shi, ro, rok, zich, hachi, kyu, ju, and one more ich, ni, san, shi, ro, rok, zich, hach, kyu, ju. Now we are going to grab with our toes, and you grab like with the fifth toes, the little toes, the fourth, the third, and the third, and the one. So we grab and ich, ni, san, shi, go. We let drop, san, hachi, kyu, ju, and switch side from here, and ich, and ni, and bring, san, shi, go, rok, zich, hach, kyu, Ju. Okay, now we roll on our feet. Heel and toes, heel and toes. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, zich, hach, kyu, heju. Now can you see? Big toes up, other toes up. This movement with the toes. So ich, ni, big toes, the other toes up. Big toes. So if you can, and if you don't can, just imagine that you're doing ich, ni. Warm up our feet, our roots. You, ju. Okay. And then gentle koshi turn, very gentle. This is kind of pre-warm up. Then koshi, the other side. And gentle shoulder. Gentle, very gentle. Take your time. Okay, now we put all these three pieces together. Feet, koshi, and shoulder, and relax. Feet, koshi, shoulder. And just, if you can jump, you can just softly jogging using feet, koshi, and shoulder. Or you're just soft jumping. And walking forward, closer, and walking backward. Walking to the side, and the other side. Check your room if you have space. Find the right spot and drop. Okay, from here, basic shoulder rotation. Ich, ni, san. And change direction. Ich, ni. Remember, you can bend your knee. And san. Now, we lift up. Both toes, stand. And then relax. Ich, ni, san, shi. And we bend our head. And one more time. Ich, up, ni, san, shi. One more time. And ich, ni, san, shi. Now we're going to drop each knee, san, and we go down, relax. We put our elbow on the knee, so like this. So your elbow is going to the knee, so your back is safe. And then you start to stretch gently, like this. Very gentle. Okay, so let's do it. So it's up. And each knee, san, shi, and put your elbow on the knee. Each stretch, knee, gentle stretch, san, shi, and go. Bend your knee and going up, gentle. One more time, each knee, san, shi, go. Elbow on your knee and stretch. Very gentle stretch. Don't force. And move up, gentle. Go up, stretch, gentle stretch, and relax. One more time, up and relax. One more time, up and relax. Okay. From this, we change a little bit position. So we extend. So we take until the end of our stick, kind of kibadachi, and we just gentle open side opening. Ni. Ich. Take your time. Very gentle. Relaxing, relaxing, relax, open, 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 very gentle, open, 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 yes. And now we just put our, I can take my bokto with a, so we're kind of sitting, we follow our sacrum coccyx and we're sitting, but we're not sitting, we're squatting, and we do this each and knee. We let on our belly and up, sun, and gentle, shi, and go. 2 more time, each, and 1 more, each, any, okay, and from here, gentle rotation, twist, each, knee, san. We gentle going up with the rotation. So we touch from lower level, we go up, okay, we go up gentle, and we go up, we look up if we can, and then we gentle coming back, centering, like on the vertical axis we twist, so we can watch around too. So same, looking around, very gentle, let's drop the tension, enjoy. What I would like to, you never forget that you have a bokto or stick in the end. So always play with this. Sometimes you can keep stronger, sometimes you can release, but just feel all your finger, hand touching and palm facing, okay, grasping. So, and from here, when we do this, now we do it differently. So we put here and we keep our bokto in this way. We're not using our hand, but we are using our wrist. So, and we push back a little bit. So from here, and from here, we do gentle, okay, gentle rotation, gentle koshi rotation, your hand, your bokto, and your belly. So that's very good exercise to your muscle, extra rotation muscle. Okay, ichi, ni, san, shi, go, and change rotation, ichi, ni, san, shi, and go. We bring with the hand our bokto and gentle each knee with feet together, san, shi, and go, and change each knee, shi, and go. Now we are massaging a little bit our quad, okay, and gentle. We can use our wrist massaging, okay, and then we play a little bit with our knee, back and forth, then little rotation, play a little bit, okay. You can take your toes up when you do this exercise. It's quite different. And then you can put together just small turn, one side, the other, just play with it. Feet together. Okay. Now, we're going to do a series of exercises. They are all combined. I will start with the first one, the second, and the third. So I show you so you don't have to watch too much. So 5 times, this position, we lift our heel and we stretch, okay? And then second exercise is we just drop a little bit the knee and we stretch the soleus. And the third, we're going up, very gentle. And the fourth, we are from Futodachi, we kick and just come back. Okay, from here to here and come back. Very gentle. 5 times each movement. Okay, so it will be in this direction first and push with your toes. Each, ni, san, shi, and go. Okay, and drop little gentle your knee so you can stretch the soleus. Knee, your heel is on the floor. Go. And now, gentle, very gentle, up and down. Up, straight line, straight line. Each. Ni, san, shi, go. And now in Futodachi position, so that means 1 foot straight, the other almost perpendicular. So ichi, a little bit, ni, soft, san, shi, and go. Ushiro, the other side. Ichi, toes, ni, san, shi, and go. Okay, let's drop, drop, drop. Feel the difference between this stretch and the other. And then from here, up, down. A hitch, a knee, a sun. Very gentle. Shi, a go. And now you open a little bit and kick. Hitch, knee, and drop. A sun, and shi, and go. Hayame. And gentle koshi turn. Gentle koshi turn. Okay, so koshi. Now we're going to do a series, not all the series, but some part, kind of sumo, I call it sumo prep, sumo preparation. So to ground ourselves, to make our koshi stronger and flexible too. So we start with this first exercise. Just let your weight, all your weight on 1 foot into the other. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ruk, zich, kyu. Relax your shoulder. Then, second exercise, you just slide each, ni. Keeping, not going up and down, but keeping same level. Shi, kyu, ruk, kyu. If you want, you can just a little bit move forward and backward. Very gentle. Feel your feet. Heel, toes, everything. Feel your feet. Third, from here, we put the bokto, the stick, vertically. Relax shoulder. And from here, each, ni, san. Step on the floor, very gentle. Okay, ni, san. Okay? So we can start to do this. Find your eye. Don't go too much. As you feel, okay? Each, ni, san. Each, ni, san. As you see, my feet is not lateral, but is little diagonal. As you see, it's going up little diagonal. So not side, but little diagonal. Okay, start again, sorry. So from here, each, ni, san. Ni, san. San, ni, san. Shi, ni, san. Go, ni, san. Ruk, ni, san. Zich, ni, san. Hach, ni, san. Hey, put your elbow on the knee and just relaxing. This exercise you can do on the chair if you want. You sit on the chair and you just can move gentle your shoulder and stretch your abductor. So very gently. So it's up to you, eh? Okay, Ju. And stand up. Okay, we're just going to finish with two exercises. One is, like a giraffe. The giraffe, when giraffe is going to drink on the water, she can't go with the leg like this, so she has to open and let drop. You can bend your knee a little bit and relax. You can stretch like before and doing this. Try to go to drink water. Open a little bit the leg and drink. Exactly. So, and up. This is first exercise. Koshi turn. Second, you can do this way. If you have a knee problem, don't worry. Just stay this way. And we opening this way. We open especially this way to be able to stretch psoas muscle. So if we do this, we always do this in Shinkai. This one part of our practice is really working on that muscle. Warm up. Q. If you can go down and do 3 or 4 times. Okay. And change. So you can be here. If people have problem, they can use chair and do the same exercise with feet on the chair. So you can increase your balance. 1, and then the other. Ichi. 2, 3. Hayame. Okay. Koshi turn. Koshi turn. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do touchy jump. But we will do touchy jump. We focus now, today we focus on 3 parts: feet, koshi, and shoulder. We start with feet. When I ask you to jump, you have to jump, imagine every finger is pushing up. First, you can focus on the fifth toes, 4th, 3rd, and just play with this. If you can jump, you just jogging. And then after, when you relax everything, we do wakame. But this time we will do wakame in the way to, if you feel some part of your body is tense, let's relax, maybe head, maybe koshi, maybe back. Just play with that part. So after the end of each jumping, please feel free to do wakame, not imagine someone or whatever you want to imagine, but basically it's to release yourself and let tension going down. So open one part, the other, so as you feel. So first time we focus on the feet, okay? Second time we focus on the koshi, and third time on the shoulder. So we will start with feet. So, and with the bokto in the hand, that will help us. So let's jump in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just jogging and relax. And then wakame, play with wakame. Play with wakame. Just relax, feel. Okay. Yes, perfect. Now we're going to do relax, come back, gentle. We will do touchy jump, okay? Focus on the koshi, the position of the koshi. So in a way, the koshi, we have a tail, okay? We have to imagine tail up, open koshi, tail down, kayotai, yokitai, and seiritsu tai. So kayotai, seiritsu, yoki. So we jump, feeling our koshi, how we feel, and then we relax. When we finish jumping, we relax our part of the body that we feel a little bit tense. Okay, let's start jumping or jogging. Okay, go. Yoki tai, kayo tai, you can do jogging. You can do jogging. Yes, yes. Very subtle, very subtle. Just feeling the energy, the koshi. And relax. And wakame. And wakame. Yes, very good. Keep going. Oh, as your time, your bokto will help you to keep your shoulder relaxed and down. Hayame, come back to the center. Okay, now we focus on the shoulder. So kind of very small opening. This is open shoulder. This is neutral. And this is little shoulder is yokitai, seiritsu, kayotai. So the shoulder is going this. So you can feel the effort in the body if we relax, if we keep connect with the here, the definition, and open. So let's try to do this jumping or walking. Hajime. Open, kayotai, seiritsu, yokitai. Yes. Okay, and just wakame and relax. Okay. Now there are many other points, but we do the last one, and then we focus on the eyes. The eyes are going this direction. Then the eyes focus this direction, and the eyes focus not this or this or this, but this. Very small difference on our eyes where we look when we do touchy jump. And after this, we just relax and feel the environment, everything above, behind, around us, how we feel. So, okay, so more steady and relax and ground. Okay, so this is eyes. Okay, so hajime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Focus is lower, middle, and higher. And then relax and calm and feel above you, everything below you, your feet, above your head, and around you. Yame. Yame. Okay. Now we're going to do an exercise that I think everybody knows, but I want just to show you. Muchikai. So muchikai means switching. So remember, both toes in the case. So this is exercise. If you're not able to do, don't worry. You can just switch and do muchikai this way. The idea is to meet in the center and so feel this. Okay. And now what you have to do is we have to imagine we throw in the sky our bokto, but we don't throw in the sky. We keep with us and then we absorb. Okay. We do muchikae, we drop, absorb, we get, absorb, okay, absorb, we throw and absorb without throwing. But one thing is, pay attention a little bit. So we start with this, okay? Then we can change the direction. So it could be a diagonal throw and receiving, diagonal throw and receiving, diagonal throw, and at the end, look up for this receiving. So from here, example, and come down. Muchikae, up, and so you explore throwing the ball, the bokto, and receiving in different way, throwing in different way, do muchikae, but at the end, it's like going back here and come down. So I let you some minutes to play with this. Okay, gambate, onegaishimasu. Yes, very good. I'm watching. I try to watch all of you. Yes, very good. Ooh. Remember, when you throw, he has to be to the sky, not side, not going side, but through the sky. Always through the sky. And not leaving, always keeping your hand. Yes, you can. And absorb whole body. Yes, very good. Beautiful. Let me check the other. Explore the beauty. Very nice. You can do in the chair if you want. So you can just feeling, open your koshi, throw and absorb. Okay. Okay. By the hand, let's do the other 2 or 3 together and come down here. And then another one. So last 2 or 3. And last one. The bigger one. Hey. And come down and stay there. And in this position, I would like you to feel your bokto stick bokken, whatever in your hand, you can feel the ground through your bokto. You can feel the sky through your bokto, and you can feel through the blade space in front of you and through the side, like your antenna. You open the connection with your bokto or bokken or stick. Yame. Yame. So I give my bokto to Margaret now. So take the bokto, the witness.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Margaret.
So everyone, please take your bokto or bokken and put it to the side. And come on down to the floor. So we're going to take a few minutes to remember our connection with the earth. And first, we'll just start with letting your whole body release into the ground. Let your head relax. Let your vision relax. And then very slowly, let yourself roll, as if all your cells are contacting the earth and rolling with you, like little beans in a beanbag. So you could come onto a side and just relax there. And keep rolling a little bit and go onto your back. And let yourself relax there. Let everything drain away. And roll onto your other side. And let that side drain away. Connect into the earth. Let yourself feel the support of the earth. You don't have to pull away from it right now. And then slowly let yourself keep that same quality, but let yourself do a log roll. So whole body turning all at once, but very slowly. Let all of your surfaces become familiar with the earth again. So there's a quality of perhaps emptying or releasing any part of your body that feels uncomfortable. There's also a quality of receiving back from the earth. Renew your energies. So letting go and renewing. Now we'll just do a few more rolls on your own. Letting your spine, your whole spine, act as one. And if rolling completely over is uncomfortable, just explore each side in whatever way that you can, but let yourself release and feel the rebound. Great. So you may have noticed when you're rolling that sometimes your hips might be leading, or your shoulders might be leading, or your head might be leading. So this next piece of rolling, let's investigate a little bit. I'll just demonstrate what it looks like. So first we're doing log rolling with our spine being one unit. And if I let my pelvis lead, that's one possibility. The other possibility is to let my shoulders and ribs and lungs and upper body be the lead. So not so much my head, but my whole upper torso takes me around. So it becomes a little more active. So let's first start with leading from your pelvis. Now, ready? Here we go. And if it's uncomfortable, just try small movements, but starting it from your pelvis. Great. Now let yourselves come back to the log rolling and just come back to that unified roll of your spine and do that for a minute, a quick minute, not a real minute. Come back to that unification. And then switch to rolling initiated from the upper part of your body. So your arms, your shoulder, let that take you around. Good. And come back to the rolling like a log or a pencil, unified spine rolling. Great. So the next piece we'll add in is even more specific. I'd like you to initiate the movement from your tail. So I have a pelvis I wanted to show you. So this is a side view of the pelvis. Let's see, here we go. And here's the back view of the pelvis. And here's your hips, your pelvic bones, your sacrum, and right at the tip is your coccyx, deep within your body. So for a moment, just put your hand on your sacrum. So you locate your sacrum. And follow that all the way down to the tip of your tail. So I'm going to ask you to be moving from that tip of your tail. Let that be a rudder and a guide for your lower body, okay? So that's one. And then the next one, the next one would be moving from your head and face and senses. So let your vision guide you, or your hearing guide you, or your mouth or your nose, something that you smell, something that you want. So I'm going to demonstrate both of those so you can just see what I'm talking about. Okay. So first, I think I'll start with my pelvis, little pelvic release, but going into my tail and finding my tail take me over. And let my legs be free. Feel how it connects into your legs? What does it open up for you? So that's the lower body one. And now I'll demonstrate the leading from your face and head and senses. So if I'm leading from my eyes, let that take you up and around. Or my hearing, is there something in the environment that I want to listen to, and I turn my head? Or I turn my head. What about connecting the two, head to tail? So those are the two things to explore now. A little more specific, finding your coccyx and rolling from the tip of your tail. And then I'll let you know when we should switch to exploring rolling from your senses. So first one is from the tip of your tail. Great, great. Let that tail be a rudder and a guide for your lower body. Yeah, great. Nice rolling. How does it affect your legs? How does it affect your connection to your feet? And then let yourself come back to the log rolling. Come back to unified spine. And now initiate your next rolls from your vision or your hearing or a sense of smell. Any of your senses on the face that bring you out into the world, let you seek something. What are you trying to find? What are you trying to hear? Notice how it takes you out, can take you out further into the world. And then bring yourself back to the spinal roll. Yep. And the next piece is to integrate the two of them. So rolling from your tail all the way up through your head, rolling from your head all the way up to your, all the way down to your tail. and start exploring how you can come up, reaching with your head, reaching with your tail. I'll show you. So this is playtime. So how do we come up? How do we come up from the ground? Through rolling. So I can reach with my head, tail, coming onto the ground, coming away from the ground, coming onto all fours, rolling. Let my interest in the world take me around and up. And if it's too much to be rolling, just let yourself rest. But right now, let's explore how to use all that attention and activation through our spine and senses to come up. Find that spiral in your body. You can use your hands to push, to reach, use your feet to push and reach, use your belly to push and reach, use your eyes to reach out in the world, to take hold of something. How will you come up to sitting from there? Maybe you get yourself on all fours. I can reach with my tail. I can reach with my head. I can reach with my head, reach with my tail. I can reach with my eyes. And I can come back down and relax. Great. So from here, let's explore how to come up, how to actually come up to standing from here. How would you do it? Come up and come down, come up and come down. Using your interest and your reaching, my head, my tail, come back down. Sometimes reaching up, I can reach and pull myself up. Maybe reach, pull. Ooh. I really want that. Yep, reach, pull. Oh, and coming back down. Reach up the tail, come back down. Oh, reaching forward, and back. And reaching up. So what happens if you spiral your movement? And turn, and turn, and turn. Oh. Great. Great. So let's take a few minutes and we'll all get ourselves up to standing. So last bit of this exploration, coming to standing. And take a minute and let's just come into wakame. So let all of this movement move through you, but let it settle. Ayame. Yasame. So the last bits we'll finish with the Tenshin Goso, but I'd like to introduce a little exercise beforehand. So early on in our development, at one point in time, our heart was resting on our head. No, other way around. Our head was resting on our heart. And I'd like to just explore that with you a little bit. So I brought a ball. And if you can just imagine that your head was fully supported by your heart. So we didn't have a sense of a split between our heart and our mind. Just they started together and they're going to carry that connection throughout life. So I'll just show you. Let your head be supported by your heart image. And then gradually they separate. Let me go back in. And we separate. So you may have a ball or a pillow or something soft that you could just let your head rest into.
Towel.
If you don't, you can also just use your hands. Just let your head rest into your hands. Just so you can feel that connection of head and heart, heart and head. So let's do it a few times. Do you all have something? Thumbs? Okay. Here we go. Let your head rest on your heart. And slowly let your head and your heart separate, but remain connected with your heart supporting your head. Let's do that again. Let your heart support your head. And once more, each time, let your head release more into your heart space. And as they begin to migrate away from each other, they still keep their connection. So just holding your hands over your heart. And if you have a ball or a pillow, just embrace your heart. Let that feeling pervade you. And if you have a ball, you could roll it down to your koshi, to your hara, and let that rest there too. So that you have a full connection between your head, your heart, and your koshi. And coming back up to your heart. And last one, put your head to your heart again. And have them migrate away from each other. Putting your hands at your heart. AMA. So let's finish with the Tenchin Goso. Tenchin Goso, say first. Okay. So keeping that quality of connection through your spine, through all of these elements of your body, and through your heart, through your mind, through your koshi. Okay, here we go. And open. And twist up. E. and reaching out to each other. And receiving and coming back to Om. Mokso. Mokso yame. Right?
Grazie, Massimo.
Keiko 1 is complete.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Gianni.
It's interesting for me. Margaret's was a more martial artsy Keiko than Gianni's, which I was fine, but I was like, interesting. I saw much more of the martial arts in Margaret's.
What you just said was very interesting. Can I ask you what you mean? In what way? That's really interesting.
So in the rolling, for me, that the use of the eyes and our cuts in sword via what we've been practicing here on the a little bit on our Sunday Keiko on the West Coast has been, we've been doing a fair amount of Diamond 8 and connecting it to sunrise sunset. And for me, one of the things that Ito always used to really kind of tell me I needed to do better was when I rolled, not to just stand up and then do another cut, but continue the cut even in the rolling. So being able to guide yourself with whether it's your coccyx or your eyes to the next cut and know where your kumite partner is, and keep the sharpness of your cut throughout the roll. And not end up landing on your bow or your sword in a painful way.
Yeah. That makes sense. Very interesting.
So that, for me, I really enjoyed that part.
Cool. That, I like that connection.
Yeah.
Because then it means that because of what you just said, it means that while doing a more martial arts technique, we can, let's say, draw upon the memories that we have imprinted during this Keiko, for example.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, interesting. Probably Margaret is more the person to ask, but I do know in a very general way, vaguely, that this body-mind centering has also something to do with, you know, the very first movements that we do as a teeny little baby, that the nervous system is developing, and something like that. But so there's something in it about these, you know, early childhood. We better ask Margaret. I think they call it like developmental movements or something.
So Margaret, this kind of started out as I was telling Cheryl that I felt that the rolling was, or your portion of Keiko was for me more the martial arts portion of Keiko, because it reminded me, it brought me back to instructions about rolling with the sword and continuing your cut that Ito used to give us.
Yeah, you can really, the things I keep trying to do are giving the early pieces so that you can then connect it to what we do in Keiko and how to physically do it in some way. And you were like, the next step would be what you did. What happens when you start pointing? You
Yeah.
know, like instead of, okay, you use your eyes or your mouth, and then there's another level of, okay, now you use your vision and connect your hands, and then you take it into a stick. You know, it's really, you got it, Rob. you got it.
Yeah. And then
That's
how do
great.
you start that motion while you're still upside down in the air, being thrown by Shin?
Right.
How dirty
Well,
our
like,
Keep
you
cutting.
know, some of it is just about like just practicing that.
Yeah.
You know, practicing this spinal connection all the way through, leading with your head, leading with your tail, and so that your body doesn't have any confusion about it. You know, it's like, it is a practice too. You know, it's the softer practice, softer part of our practice, but you know, how do you release your spine? How do you release all your weight? That kind of quality, so that you can have that energy to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially, I mean, if you're attacking and being thrown, attacking, being thrown, attacking, being thrown, if you don't have that softness as you hit the ground, you're going to get exhausted really fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also constant reorientation to what's up, what's down, which part of your body is leading you into a position that you can find your partner again, or keep your contact with your partner.
Yeah.
Can I weave in a piece from like a somatic psychology perspective with this developmental movement? So for various reasons, some of us, and maybe it's true that all of us had hiccups during those developmental stages, different developmental stages, some in really severe kind of traumatic ways, and some in just, you know, like mom was tired. And so, you know, this or that, that there were some hiccups developmentally that happened, and that continue to that we continue to embody those hiccups or those gaps, or and so revisiting those developmental in those nuanced ways in the body, which is the unconscious, helps us begin to fill in those gaps and heal from even just on the nonverbal level. So yeah, just a little plug for developmental movement. That's it runs deep.
Mirabelle, raised hand.
Hello, I'm Mirabelle from Brussels. I'd like to say a word. I feel a density. I don't know if this word really is a good one in English. Densité, like compact or something. And I'm really amazed of the connection between the two parts of the Keiko. So thank you, Margaret and Gianni. And also with that density, I had a really weird feeling to be at the same time in Italy and in the USA. Well, and the last thing I'd like to share, I have two cats. They, well, freely around. And as I was rolling, one of the cats was like, really, and he started to walk very, very slowly during all the time around me. So I did a kumite, a rolling kumite with my cat. Thank you.